Hey everybody. Hey Perps. Enigma and the Goldilocks. Hello Goldilocks. How are you doing, dude? How are you doing? Is everything going okay? Is everybody alright? Is everybody okay? I haven't done any more on these. I said I was going to do the transfers and everything last night, but I didn't get around to it, so we've got to do the armour on this one. We're going to do the armour on this one. Get the light over here. And then we'll do the transfers. Enigma, how are you? Goldilocks, you doing alright? Hello everybody. Hello, hello. Put some music on while everybody comes in. We're going Eve again. I've not sorted out. In fact, I'm going to put my headphones on. There we go. Yeah, everybody doing okay? Alright, yeah, so my cup of tea. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday, everybody. What's everybody doing today? Anybody doing anything today? Are we all working? Got been thinking about the Nightbringer today and how to hopefully like resculpt it so that it's got some like smoke on the base rather than that digital noise stuff. So not quite sure how to do that yet. I'll try to come up with a plan for all that. Hey Mark, how you doing? I hope all is well. Thank you. Not doing too bad. It's one of those days. Hope you're doing good though. So the plan is to do this, do the highlights. Get this down here a little bit. Do these highlights, just kind of like this sketchy, expressive kind of highlight battle damage marks, and then I'm gonna get the transfers out, so we can do the Raven Guard transfers. So I'm going to do the Raven Guard transfers on all of this. So this is the Destroyer Squad. There's the rest of the Destroyer Squad. Should be hopefully quite fun to try to add the damage and everything on the white shoulder pad. Try and show some scorch marks and stuff. I don't know what that is, but I'm painting it like armor colour. Doesn't look like it's a leather pouch as such. I might stream on my other channel tonight. Maybe, I'll see. That's yeah, I don't know whether I should. I still don't know whether I should split the streaming. Hey Perps.
Oh my fucking god. Are you trying to force me to praise you, Christopher? Well, praise is due this time. Good job, Christopher.
Thank you. Thanks, Olivia. Yeah, I can't decide whether whether to stream, because they're very different. Like the MMO stuff, it's not like I'm painting Warhammer and painting models and then streaming Darktide, because there's a link there. Like streaming the MMO stuff is not. So I think it's the right thing to do the separate channel. I probably won't stream on it very much because I'm not sure what I'm like as a gaming streamer, but so I don't want to kind of water down. I don't want to damage this channel by streaming MMOs. So I think that's probably more the worry rather than anything else. So I think it's the right decision. I think that's what I needed to do, but hopefully, yeah. I mean, that's why I shouted it out. That's why I shouted it out yesterday. Like, try and get because I know some of you like watch me for me. Which is cool, and as such, hopefully you'll come over and watch and take the piss over when I'm streaming MMOs, because I mean it should be quite good fun, especially the new one. The new one isn't quite so much like the game looks good as well. It's not like Pantheon that looks like slightly more of an anemic game, and it's not quite as, it doesn't have like a visual draw. But yeah, the new one comes out later today, so I might stream. What the hell? Has that died already? That's not right. Yeah, it is pretty niche. Whereas I think the other one is. Which MMOs? So Richard, I play a game called Pantheon, which I don't think is a particularly viewer-friendly game to watch, which is fine. I don't think I'll be streaming that one too much. But there's a game that comes out today called Ashes of Creation, which is a bit more of an active, and it looks good as well. Like the graphics are quite like bright, and like all the spells look cool, and the models look cool and everything. So I'm going to be playing some Ashes of Creation, and I just thought, because like I've been doing some, but I've got a second YouTube channel that I made for the MMO stuff, which has some really good views on it for the Pantheon stuff, and then hopefully we can do the same for the Ashes of Creation stuff. And I just thought it'd be quite cool to stream it a little bit. Anyway, yeah, it should be more interesting. I mean, I can show you some gameplay really quick. This is what the game looks like. So the game's much more kind of exciting and quick, and things are happening, and it's PvP as well. So like there's PvP things going on. Hang on, he's kind of chattering away. So yeah, it should be. Oh, this is after saying that, this is a dull part of the video. Hang on. There we go. That might be a bit better. Music's not bad either. Loving the Raven Guard, thank you very much. Just did 30k armies someday. Nice. Oh, you must do one. Yes. So yeah, it looks more enticing kind of thing. And this is like this is PvE at the moment, so they're killing a nocturnal scavenger. But there's also PvP in there as well, which should make it a bit more interesting and active, rather than just killing bears over and over and over again. So anyway, yeah, exclamation mark. Oh, actually no, there's no exclamation mark, is there? But yeah, go and follow Life Taps and Backstabs on Twitch if you want to do that. You're thinking White Scars, Richard? That sounds like a cool plan. That sounds like a cool plan. I did the 40k Wolf Scouts when the Wolf Scouts came out. I don't know whether you saw the Warhammer community article, but I did some Raven Scouts. Converted out of those, and I thought they would work really well as White Scars as well. Then you could do like Scar Scouts or something. White Scouts. I thought they worked really well. But yeah, White Scars in Horus Heresy would look fab. So I am all for that idea. So I have 3 Horus Heresy armies actively working at the moment on the Raven Guard, and I have Night Lords. I also have Night Lords and Dark Angels, which is quite a nice variety, to be honest. I quite like the variety that gives, because the Raven Guard army in my head is a lot more infantry based. There's a lot more infantry.
There is now a command, Christopher, smile.
Oh! Oh, Perps, thank you. Thanks, Perps. Thank you very much. Yeah, so go follow Life Taps and Backstabs on Twitch. I'll probably, like I say, I'll probably be streaming a bit tonight. My guild in Pantheon are all coming over today, so I'm going to stream it. I'm going to have some complicated stuff to try and sort out with Discord, because I'm going to be on a Discord call with them, but I don't want them on the Twitch chat. I don't want them coming through on Twitch, so I'm going to have to do some complicated bit-redudars. Where is Korax? I've totally forgotten what happened to him. I can't remember whether he's in the warp or not. Somebody in Twitch chat will know. Everybody in Twitch chat seems to know all about Horus Heresy stuff. But yeah, Purples, whereabouts is Korax? Richard on YouTube is asking. I think he's in the warp. I think he's in the warp, but I might be wrong. That could be somebody else. Where's Korax? So Richard on YouTube has said, just listened to the new Scouring book and it made me think, where is Korax? I've totally forgotten what happened to him. Maybe having a party with Drunk Pup Boy. Who's Drunk Pup Boy? Oh, Lehman Russ. Korax is hunting Lorgar in the warp. He is in the warp. Gotcha. So as soon as they go into the warp, all time like stops and changes, doesn't it? So Korax could effectively come out his next day. Like, imagine he's found Lorgar straight away and killed him, or like charged him out of the warp or something. He could come out of the warp for him the next day, and it'd be like many thousands of years later. Being in the warp allowed him to develop his true power. I hope we get. I really want to see. I really want to see some slightly, and this is a bit of a thing about 40k at the moment for me. I want to see some slightly more imaginative models, and I think things like Korax and Lehman Russ should be and could be really imaginative when they bring them out. Like, you could definitely have Korax have like Black Swan-esque, like little feathers coming out of him and stuff, and just like starting that warp touched look, and then the same with Lehman Russ as well. Time is long and potentially spits you out before you left. We know what Korax is like now with his power. He turns into a murderer of crows. Oh, does he? Imagination is not allowed in the Imperium. How dare you, heretic? Well, that's the other thing as well. Like, imagination on this guy. Like, I'm looking at him and wondering. Actually, let's just get the. Can you repose him like that? You'd have to untorso twist him. That would be very, very funny. That would be very ironic of me to untorso twist the Nightbringer. That would be quite funny.
Russ, on the other hand, we know absolutely nothing, and so either they bring him back as a fucking wolf wolf or as a true Odin figure.
Yeah, like I would prefer them to go I'd prefer them to lean a little bit more into the north side, so he comes back as a bit more of an Odin. Like, twist him back round, still a twist. Still a torso twist, right? But yeah, I'm just wondering, which is quite funny really, because I like the dynamic stuff and I really like that. I think that's really cool. But like, can we?
I'm afraid it will be option 1 though. Fuck wolf wolf wolfy wolf.
Yeah, I have a feeling if we ever did get him back, it might be option 1 as well. I think it might be a wolfy wolf 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 wolf, rather than anything else. Twist him back round, baby, back round, back round. Twist him back round, baby, baby. My war track hasn't arrived yet. So that's that one. Just some of them I do that metallic, like this one here. That one there needs that metallic doing. And then some of them I leave armoured coloured. Farsight for Spath Marines. Lehman Russ comes out as a true werewolf able to shift forms, leaves the Imperium but still strongly aligned. I hope they do kind of lean into, because I just have a dull feeling that the next one is going to be Dawn, and Dawn's just going to be like a big suit of gold armour with a sword. There you go. And it's just going to be dull. It's Rambo tonight for movie night. Because as somebody pointed out a few weeks ago, I think it was Purples actually, Purples pointed out a few weeks ago that Rambo has a Christmas tree in a scene, therefore it's a Christmas movie. It was you. What was you? What was you? Perpsilicious cup thing? So the idea I had with this, just to, so I'm going to remove all the lightning and replace it with smoke is the idea. Oh, you pointed out Rambo was a Christmas movie. Yes, there we go. So yeah, I want to remove all the lightning and replace it with smoke, and then you can have I don't know whether to have the pixelated bits like pushing out of the smoke, or have the pixelated bits smoothed out into a robe. I'm not decided on that yet, but I definitely want more smoke around, I think, rather than lightning, because he doesn't strike me as a lightning kind of character. So I want more smoke down here. So I'm gonna have to learn how to sculpt some smoke, which is going to be really interesting. But that's the idea. What does everybody think? No idea when he's going to come out. Like some point next year, we'll have to pick him up and try this. But yeah, that should be quite cool to try and do. Lots of smoke down here, just billowing smokiness. Yeah, that's idea number one anyway. Oh, you get the Night Lords as well, don't we? We get the Night Lords Raptors. I get to paint some Night Lords Raptors. It would be cool if they had it out for Christmas, but not going to happen. What if they had the Nightbringer out for Christmas? I think they're running short, aren't they? They're running short of days to get it out for Christmas. Actually, no, they can't now, can they? Because even if it's on pre-order on Sunday, you won't get it. They're just Chaos Space Marine Raptors. No, the Night Lords as well, aren't they? They're Raptors and Night Lords. Night Lords warp talons, aren't they? Night Lords warp talons. Nothing on them is Night Lord specific. Oh, I thought it was Raptors, because that's a Raptor, isn't it? I thought. Okay. Oh, I suppose Warp Talons are just, yeah, I suppose Warp Talons aren't even Night Lord specific, are they? I'm going to paint them as Night Lords because that's my Legion. And I'm 100% stealing that. I'm 100% stealing that for my 100% stealing that for my Raven Guard. That's a really cool Raven Guard hat. That, again, that just needs to be twisted around so you can see the axe, because at the moment it looks like a club or maul or something. But yeah, anyway, that's the idea for that. What do you think? Do you think that's going to look better with smoke, guys? Is that the right thing to do we think? Replace all the lightning with smoke and just kind of learn how to sculpt smoke? Which I know is going to be really tricky, but I think that's kind of what I want to do. I've no idea how to sculpt smoke. I'm going to have to pick the brains of Valborn and co. But yeah, I want him coming out of smoke rather than like lightning striking the floor. If you look at just Chaos Space Marine Raptors Talons with Night Lord's plate schemes. Although, having said that, he has got lightning coming out of him on this picture. And this is the iconic picture. God damn it. I think learning to sculpt smoke is cool regardless. Yeah, it's got lightning coming out of it. Ah, now there we go then. So if we do smoke down the bottom and then use the lightning's really chunky though. I want thin lightning. I might do thin lightning coming out of him. And then smoke down at the bottom. Or sculpt over all this with smoke so that you get a little bit of lightning and then the smoke inside. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And yeah, the Night Lords are fab. And then isn't there a sisters as well? Isn't there sisters in this kill team as well? Yes. Look at that one. Sisters is a proper looking kill team as well. I really like the sisters. That's the one I like. Anyway. You didn't like them because of the helmets? They're helmetless. I mean, she's got a helmet and she's got a hood. I think Perps. You'll have an all helmeted option. I reckon you'll have, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I reckon you'll have 10 helmets and then 10 bear heads. And I agree. I don't like the heads with the weird headbands on. I don't really like. And I don't even like that. I think that looks terrible. I don't know what that's trying to achieve. Sisters' helmets are cool. Although to be fair, I don't like them with the big
Why
fleur-de-lis
is Chris
on.
streaming so early? Fuck. Tongue. Moo.
Hey Avian. Thank you very much for the bits, Avian. I'm streaming early because I'm having a bit of a shit day. So, thought I'd come in and you'd all cheer me up. And thank you very much for the bits. Those bits make a huge difference at the moment. This time of year is struggle time. So thank you very much. The bits help. Oh, was that not bits? Was that a sub? Sorry, I thought that was a bit shout out. Oh, it was a sub. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's not bits, it's a resub, you noob.
Thank you for those bits, Purples. Those bits help a lot, and as does the sub as well. The sub also helps a lot. Thank you very much. Right, so yes, I'm going to slide over this way. And hopefully get my Raven Guard. Get my Raven Guard transfers. Hopefully there's some black ones in here. Nope, there's no black ones in there. Okay. So we're gonna have to use new ones then, which is fine. There's all my Raven Guard transfers. Okay, right, let's pick. So these are destroyers. What squad role are destroyers? What icon do they have? My Horus Heresy book is in the other room, so I have no idea what squad role they are. So we have there's some numbers as well. So we've got the lightning strike. Got the lightning strike one. We've got the hazardy quarter one. We've got the arrow one, and we've got that one. I don't think it's that one. Oh, that one. Surely it's that one. Surely it's that one. So surely we can scatter some of these around. Surely it's this one. Squad markings. So the squad markings are going to go like on their shins.
Don't fucking call me Shirley.
Surely it's this one. So we can put some of those on the shins. In fact, if we put one of those on all their shins, and just like really lean into it. So I'll just cut out all of that row down there and put one of those on all of their shins, and then we've obviously got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black Raven Guard symbols to put on their shoulder pads. Although they're the small ones. Where are the big ones? They're the big ones. They're the big ones. So we get 5 of those to put on the shoulder pads. And then Chris does not read chat. Wait, what? I do read chat. They should have some form of rad or biological hazard markings. It's the rad. Yeah, it's this one. This one, right? That's their squad markings. Is that my Christmas gift you make there? Is this what you want, Sister Next? Do you want a little space marine firing a missile? Pew pew pew. Hey sis, how you doing? Thank you very much. Everybody say hello to Sister Next. It's one of my friends from my guild. Say hello, Sister Next. Right. Okay. So we need 5 of these, and then we just need that rad one, right? So we just need that rad marking. So we need 5 of those in white. So that one there. What's this one then? What's the weird aperture one? I would love to have that on my PC desk. How about this one? Would you prefer that one? Would you prefer badass magic lady in a purple dress? Doing okay. How about you? I'm having one of those days, but I'm doing all right. Thank you. Yes. And I think we're going to play some Ashes of Creation later as well. So I have a movie night in my Discord every Thursday night. So when that's finished, I'm going to rock into Ashes of Creation and play a little bit of that, which will be quite fun, I think. Right, so let's get the skizzers out. So I want 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the destroyer squad. But that's why just doing okay. She is nice too. Can the dress be a blood dark red instead? Yes, I can definitely make the blood dark red, the dress dark red, like this lady here. Look, she's got a blood red dress. She's badass. So I have a question. When you have a chance, did I do some checkers right? Stream gallery. Oh, she's damn sexy. Hey, if you want sexy, I know she hasn't got a head. There you go. There's your ab workout, sexy gladiatrix. Her head is missing because it's awkward to paint. Oh, Spike with the resub as well.
42 months. Let's go.
Right, where's... Here we go. So we've got to go in here and cut out those. Oh no, those ones. It's definitely the rad ones, right? It's definitely these. That is definitely the destroyer. Destroyer, right? I mean, I believe you all, so it's fine. I'm more just talking so that I'm talking on Twitch than actually asking you a question.
Yes, Spike did a resub, not bits. Also, yes, it's rad.
Spike did a resub. He did do a resub. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for the bits. Thank you for the resub. Spikey, like I said, thank you very, very much. That's really, really helping at this time of the year for me. So thank you for the resub. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for being awesome, etc., etc. Then when we do actual work, oh no, still need to clean it up and do some shading and whatnot, but it's not at that stage yet. Okay, cool, let's go have a look. I was expecting the Wartrike to turn up before stream today, and it's not shown up. Right, is there anything else we need? They haven't really got a lot of space on them. We could put a couple of those on. In fact, I've got 2 of those left. Let's put 2 of those on. We've got little raven skulls. We can put those on some of their calf armour, leg armour. There we go. So that's those. Anything else? Is there anything else we can put on? It's not really. That's about it, isn't it? Really. I'm still looking forward to putting one of these on a banner, or trying to put one of those on a banner. Okay. So that's all of that, plus that back in here. Do we have to go over there and give Chris a hug so he feels better? That'd be really nice, actually. Like just like 8 of you here just giving me a hug. That would be really appreciated. Right, let's have a quick look at. Discord. There we go. Oh, this is my guild Discord. There we go, my Discord. Right. Stream gallery. Did you do the checkers right? Oh, yes. Mate, of course you did the checkers right. That looks cool as shit. I like that a lot. So, cutting up here, look. So that black just drops down a little bit. So you can cut that in straight. And you can cut into that black one there as well. So that one needs to be white. So, it needs to be white a little bit further over. So just cut into that with some white. Once you've marked it down like this, you can just keep cutting into it then. It's great. And obviously tidy that up because you've got a little bit of a black over there. But that's fab. That's absolutely fab, dude. This is what I'm looking forward to doing with my Dark Angels, doing like check patterns and stripes and everything. Like all my Dark Angels, I've got the idea to make all the heraldry on all the Dark Angels just really, really varied across all of them. It's going to be really cool. And then of course Purple's Dreadnought. Yes. It's a curved surface, but yes, it is a curved surface. It is a curved surface. So yeah, it looks really good. Looks really good. Which way round did you do it? Did you paint it white and then do the black on it? Because the way I do checkers. Let's turn that off. The way I do checkers is paint. Paint like paint a grid in black, and then colour in the squares. But then, of course, because it's a black grid, you get the white squares not quite touching the black squares because it's the grid. So then you have to go back in and just kind of extend the white squares so that the corners touch. Yeah, that's basically how I do it. It's really simple. And it looks, the other thing is, it's really simple, and B, it looks so good when it's done. Really does look good when it's done. Right, okay, now, are these shoulder pads done enough? Or do we need to glaze some of these back even further? What do we think? I think we can probably... Full lines, not line art. I think they're fine, aren't they? We can because they're going to get really battle damage. That's the whole point of the white shoulder pad. They're going to be really kind of burnt and battle damaged. So let's so we need to cut these. Need to cut these up a little bit more because they are. Cicinix, have you got any plans on playing Ashes of Creation at all? Since Pantheon pretty much like shot itself in the foot. For the Christmas period. So for some reason, these little white skulls are all on the same backing paper. So you just have to trim, as I found out, you have to trim the backing sheet a little bit on these. Otherwise, you just end up with a massive amount of spare transfer sheet when you're sticking it, when you're transferring it and putting it on the model. So you've just got to trim it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's those done. Please repeat that one. Have you got any hang on. Ashes of Creation comes out today on Steam. Have you got any? Have you put any thought into coming and playing Ashes of Creation a little bit with us? We're just taking a little bit of a break from Pantheon while they sort themselves out for a week or two or whatever. Comes out on Steam in 3 hours time. Did that with a Titan decal sheet for the Leviathan, Dread legs and the Eagle in 2 halves on the outer and the inner legs. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I cut transfers up all the time. But these ones are particularly because they're on the sheet. It's like 10 little raven skulls and they're flipped so they kind of fit together. But it's all on one little transfer paper. So you have to trim them all the way around. Otherwise, you get a big bit of like clear transfer to then manipulate around. Right. So we've got the hazard ones for the shins, and we'll probably put the shins, probably put it on that shin. Probably put it on that shin. Actually, shall we ask Avian? Is there a particular shin that this should be on? I don't think there is, and I think when I have put these kind of little ones on, I've put them on this shin. But I think I'm going to put them on that shin mainly because this one is going to have the chapter symbol on, so this kind of balances out the detail. Stainless steel damage from radiation. Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of that. They're going to be tattered to hell is the plan. Thank you very much. Was that a follow? Was that a follow? Did I miss a follow? Can of tomato soup. Fantastic. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate that. Right. So I'm going to do the chapter symbols first. So we'll stick those on the wet palette. In fact, let's change the wet palette paper, because this wet palette paper is now full, so we can peel this off and replace it with a fresh palette paper. Now I get to watch someone paint while I batch my 30 Hormigans. Oh no! 30 Hormigans. Right, there we go. Fresh transfer. In fact, let's just put some water on the wet pallet. That's a lot of water on the wet pallet, but that's fine. Spread it around so that it soaks into the sponge. There we go, should be fine. Dink. Right. It was either the Gaunts or the Rubric Marines that I refused to paint. I don't have the game and can't afford things like that at the moment, so even if I wanted, I can't. Oh, Sisnix, that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, I did a couple of Gaunts when Leviathan came out. I did a tutorial on YouTube for how I painted my Gaunts because they do look cool. I do like them. Yay, Shirato!
44 months. Really? But I am very anti-Imperium, and all this streamer does is that. Especially his favourite Ultramarines.
Ha ha, Shirato. Ha ha. Thank you very much for the resub. Like I say, really appreciate resubs and bits this month, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. From what I see, the marking would go where you put the chapter symbol, as the other shoulder has the Make Her Bonding Use. I see they are putting campaign markings where you are putting the rad symbol. Makes sense. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, the molecular bonding studs kind of ruins all the normal places where you put stuff, right? Because the chapter symbol predominantly is supposed to be on this shoulder, and then the squad marking is supposed to be on that shoulder. But with the studs, I've been going chapter symbol squad marking or chapter symbol squad marking, and also trying to vary it up as well between models in the tactical squads and stuff. Right, so let's get some we go, microset. We need microsol. Something is wrong. You got the Huat. Where is the beard and the cloth? I've got the Huat. Where is the beard and the cloth? What cloth? Precisely, Chris. Precisely. As long as you approve, Avian, because you are like the resident heresy knowledge IQ person. So that is. I like just kind of passing things by you. It's quite cool because I know there's all sorts of rules which are broken, and like there's a lot of variation in Horus Heresy, but I kind of want the way the Raven Guard army is being put together and forged. Like it's all Mark 6. Trying to do everything as Mark 6, apart from the reconnaissance squads are going to be Mark 4, but only because of that really cool piece of artwork in the Black Book. And then I want to try and keep as much stuff as I can consistent on the Raven Guard, and then the Dark Angels will be a bit more expressive, and the Night Lords will be all over the place. The Night Lords I plan to make like just scattered everywhere, like all sorts of different marks and everything, because they're chaotic. To try and show that as well. So it's because Christmas clause. I have some things in the brain, others are from Google search and deduction. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. But you know what to Google search and what to deduce. Right. So let's put some microsol. Let's do the sergeant first, shall we? Microsol on there. And then let's And then I always try and line the tail up with the centre of the shoulder pad down here, like that. And then just nudged it down so that it's in the right spot. Then dry off the brush. Remove excess water. You can still go a little bit further that way. There we go. So yeah, dry the brush off, remove excess water from underneath, and then once it's dry you can put some microsol back over the top. And then just let that sit. That's one done. Next one. Sent me something in Discord. Ooh, what you sent me, sis? Ah! I can't. I haven't got. I haven't got the whole outfit. I really like Christmas, therefore I get a Christmas hat. There we go, and then just push the water out. And once you've done that, you can put microsol over the top again. So the microsol, you'll need a few coats of the microsol. I do try to push this little crease flat. This little crease there, so I try to push that crease flat. and then the microsol can pull in both sides as it starts working. Right, let's do this one. Again, put the microsol on first. Go grab a transfer. Oh dear, folded that one in too. I've got a little bit too much water in on my wet palette, and these are causing the transfers to be a bit more awkward. There we go. Again, try and get that one in exactly the right place. And that one's really low, so we can push that one up a little bit. It is really tricky to get these in the same place on all of them, so I always use this little cutout to try and line them up. I should set aside a brush for microsol and microset. It's not dangerous, it's only like vinegar. It doesn't damage the brush. Yeah, there's another one done. Let's do this one. Accept if you want. Accept what? Hang on, what have I got? I'll send you a stalker friend invite. Oh, thank you, Sister Nix. Yeah, I'll accept in a second. Thanks, Sister Nix. Again, just line that up with the cutout on the on this cycle. That's a long way back. See, that's what you see. Like, if you were looking at this and the pose of it, you'd want it quite high up here. But actually, when you look at it, when you look at the shoulder pad, this is like halfway. So I will sneak a little bit on this one, so it'll be slightly off center. So the center of this one is quite a long way back if you look at the cutout here, but I'm going to sneak a little bit of it and push it a little bit further forward, and that is just to give the visual of looking correct, because the shoulder pad is so far pushed back. So I'm just going to sneak a little bit, so it's going to be, rather than being bang on center, it's just going to be just on this side, on the front side. Again, just flatten that crease in the middle of the transfer. And then put some microsol on top. And let that pull on. I always use a brush with transfers. Like, people say to roll them with a Q-tip. Like, you're gonna get fluff on the transfer. Don't do that. God, these really haven't gone on easily. I have to float that one back on the water again. Try and get it to open up. There we go. And the same with this one as well, because this one's vertical, like I'm going to sneak a little bit on the front side of this one. Again, for the same thing, like if you put it actually in the middle, it's going to visually look like it's too far back. So again, we'll just sneak a little bit on that one like that. Probably a little bit too much. Okay. Right. I wanted to ask you last time but forgot, that's alright. Brush on my varnish and that tends to activate any paint on the brush no matter how hard I clean it. So I have a tendency to keep brushes for specific jobs. For instance, I actually use a G to recently the lower brush to do the varnish as it has a white brush head. Oh, that's quite cool, yeah. Right, so that's all of those bits done. So I'll very quickly put a couple of the put those two on there. So that's for that's the little raven skulls, and then we'll do the hazard ones. Oh, we got a mutual friend, sis. Should everyone start their painting journey painting orcs? My reason, because they don't care about the paint job and you can learn and not feel horrid. If not orcs, Nurgle. I'd say Nurgle, yeah. It's the shape of the pads. They're fine with Games Workshop smaller decals, but the fuller cut can have issues with without decal bender or contract medium tactics. It saved me once or twice. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's that middle crease. I always try and flatten that middle crease out, and then allow the micro sole to soften and pull in on the sides, rather than having to kind of, because if you don't flatten that crease out there, it tends to pull in from the sides, and then you end up with a little bit of a crease sometimes there. Did you say we have a friend we both know? Yeah, it's probably somebody in Subterfuge. Okay, so let's get right, I'm gonna put, where's the sergeant? I feel like the sergeant should have, I feel like he should have a skull here. Who is it? I don't know. I didn't look. It just said one mutual friend. Don't know who it was. I'm never that bothered, sis. I'm like, oh, got a mutual friend. I don't care who it is. I've just got a mutual friend. Just means that somebody from the guild I've also friended. Oh, is it Nightbanes? What a ledge. What a ledge. He needs to hurry up and come back. Yeah, he definitely needs a skull there, doesn't he? Come on, why are the skulls not... Why are these skulls not releasing off the transfer sheet? You can see the transfer sheet now, can't you? Like where I've cut it, you have to like really trim the transfer sheet out on some of these. There we go, and that will definitely need some microsol. That looks quite cool. I've not seen him for a while. Yeah, he's in my. I've got a Discord chat with some of the guys that I play with in a static group, and he's in that, and he's just playing different games at the moment. Kind of lost a bit of faith with Pantheon, as a few of us have done over the last day or two, and we're definitely going to put a kill marker on this guy. He's definitely going to have a kill marker, or a kill counter, or whatever you want to call this little skull. There we go. Right, let's do... in fact, while these are drying, we're going to put another coat of, because you can see it all kind of starting to crease up. So that means the microsol is starting to kind of soften it and pull it all in. So we'll just give all of them another quick thin coat. Don't flood transfers with microsol, it doesn't do anything. And you're more likely to shift the transfer around if you flood it with microsol or water. So just a little bit. And then same on this one. Again, just making sure that middle crease is flattened down. There you go. Right, let's do these. Can't pick it up. Need to do the dishes. This is one of my favourite parts of doing the Horus Heresy bits as well, because then you get really cool looking little bits that you can battle damage and scrape up, and they just look great. The 8th edition company, if you're a old fan of the 10th Squadron system, they use to have would be thinking 3 today in Astartes fashion. The 8th company, if you're a old fan of the 10th Squadron system, they used to have would be thinking 3 today in Astartes fashion. What do you mean? What do you mean, Troy? I've not been. I was never so. I've come back into the hobby in at the beginning of 8th edition, a fair few years ago. But I was never really a Space Marine fan, if you like. I did Orcs and Necrons and Dark Eldar and Eldar and all that stuff. So I'm not that read up on Space Marines, which is quite nice. It's where I'm quite enjoying the Twitch stream every now and then, because I get taught some Space Marine stuff. Picking my last 2 Stormfiends are in Dread December. Oh yes, let's go have a look at Dread December. Oh man! Oh man! They look so cool, dude! Oh, I love it! I didn't know they had like chest-mounted Gatling guns. That's badass! That's so good! Yeah, that's really good. That's cool as shit, dude. Nice one. Only these two have the chest weapons. Ah, they had a 10 unit grouping, like 1,000 a pop, with lots of troops and a few different options for tanks or support. In that company system, you got it, but you really only need one with an extra swap. Troy, you are talking way above my knowledge. That's gone right over my head, dude. And finally, I have all the pieces for the first storage box printed, so I'll maybe get it started tonight. Oh, that's so cool! I'm really jealous. I look forward to seeing that, dude. Looking forward to seeing that. That sounds really good. Right. Right. Okay, so now we're going to put the other markings down here. That little hazard one is going to go down there. Versus today, you can really build a nice first to champion dread picks and legend fits for some heavy battle fun. Where does the white you fuck off target? There is no white U, dude. There isn't a white U, okay? There isn't a white U. Oh, that looks so cool! Okay. That looks great, Avian. I'm loving that. And then we can also battle damage and scorch this as well because it's white. So we can do some really good. Oh, come on. Just needs to go a fraction higher. There we go. Again, you've got a little mark on the shin pad. Whoops, I nudged it way too far. So you can just line that X, the one up right in the middle of the little cutout on the shin pad, which is really useful. Alright, and then same again. Microsol on that to soften it all down and pull it into that kind of double concave, because the shin pad goes like that and like that, so it's definitely going to need some Microsol to pull all that in. Next one. Let's do this one. There's a Twitch too. Yeah, there's a Twitch too, dude. If you do, I can't remember what Purpley Spark set up as. Exclamation mark second channel. Exclamation mark second chan. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it. There it is. Thank you. Thanks. Cheers, Target. Yeah, I'll be. I should be on that. Like really late my time, like midnight, 1 a.m., which is when I'm never gonna do a painting stream at like midnight, 1 a.m. So you've got no worries about it stealing painting stream times away. But I should be on that tonight. Fucking microphone. There we go. It's where I camp respawn points. Yeah, well, it's a PvP game which we're going to be playing, so it's going to be quite good fun. I'm going in with a guild, so we're all going in. So we'll see. We'll see what the game's like. Hopefully, it's not a toxic shit show. Which I don't think it's going to be, not by looking at the community and everything. Everybody seems quite good. So it's pitched as a player versus environment game, so we'll see how it goes. There we go. Oh, who's that? Who's just followed? Oh, Ragga! Thank you for the follow. Another channel I can follow. Yay! Yeah, sis, please go follow that channel as well, because that's my MMO channel. Because, like, I've got, like, 5,000 followers on here, and the vast majority of them follow me for my painting, so they're not going to want to watch me play MMOs. So I don't want to water down this channel with MMO play. But there are plenty of you who would watch me play MMOs, so I've made a second channel. Sisnix, I think Incubus is going to be playing with us as well, which will be awesome. But yeah, Pantheon pretty much shot themselves in the foot recently, so we're not too happy with them, despite me trying really hard to keep the hype and excitement around their dev diaries, because the dev diaries are good. And they are making good changes, it's just that the changes haven't been necessary because they're going back to what they had 2 years ago, which is hilarious. So we're just taking a break. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so fun story for you, Sisnix. Back in pre-alpha, like 2-3 years ago, the first person I ever bumped into that actually took time to like explain stuff and show me stuff and like group and XP and things was Incubus. It was really cool. So yeah, he is awesome. Bard? Are you going to play a Bard target? I have Bard PTSD from fucking EverQuest, so there's no way I'm ever playing a Bard. I would have anxiety breakdowns if I played a Bard. I would never be able to forgive myself. That's all of them! Oh no, we got one more. Right, now, I'm hoping that when I go and make a cup of tea, although I should probably have a little bit of a sip of this because it's still some left. Oh, there's a battery gone. Give me a second. Just gotta finish moving this. Has the battery Aziz not worked? Has battery Aziz not worked? There we go. Battery Aziz. I don't have enough gaming time for that kind of a commitment. Sounds broken. It's black. It's black. Give me a second. Let me restart Ghost Host. There we go. Try battery Aziz now. Oh, it's still got global cooldown. Oh.
Step up to red alert.
Sir, are you absolutely sure? It does mean changing the bulb.
It does mean changing the bulb.
What's this? It's a banana.
It's a banana. It always has been a banana, it always will be a banana. It's a banana. It's a banana. Everybody is dead, Dave. Everybody is dead. Everybody is dead, Dave. Right, so yeah, when I go and make...
You want to squeeze my buttocks together to make one juicy giant peach.
Best line ever. Best line ever. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go make a cup of tea. Although I'm going to check quickly that the war trike has been delivered, because hopefully it's been delivered. So if the war trike's been delivered, I'm going to go make a cup of tea, get that box from the porch, because it should be left in the porch. Make a cup of tea, get that box, and then we'll have a look at the war trike sprues when I get back. In fact, if anybody wants to, if anybody does want to create an account on Ashes just to kind of help out the referral stuff, there we go, there's my referral. Do 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 do. I go do dishes now. The water like that. No worries. British people done their tea. Yeah, we're gonna go make a tea. Gonna go make a cuppa. Gonna go make a cuppa. Okay, back in a second, everybody. Oh, I said I needed to check whether track item has it been delivered. Info copy. If it's not been delivered, we'll stay. No, it's not been delivered yet. Oh, God. Okay. Right, so we've got all of these on. I think that one in particular looks fantastic. That guy. So we can start. I mean, he should, being a destroyer, he should probably have a different different head, shouldn't he? Because he's not going to be a destroyer with a bare face. But yeah, we can do all the scorch marks and scorchings on the shoulder pads, which will look really good. Rid of that piece of paper as well. There we go. Do 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 do. Right, we need to do. Need to decide what colour that grip is, which will probably be red, as usual. But we'll do Galvor back red. So the grip on this sword. Okay. Make sure that's red around there. There we go. So we just need to get all the metallics done on these, ready for the oil wash that's coming. And a little bit of the point on all of these is en masse they're going to look amazing, but like in the hand individually they're just going to look kind of like okay, but once they're en masse on the tabletop they should look really impressive. But with very little kind of effort. There's not a lot of effort that's going into this, it's just kind of time doing it neatly. Rather than effort painting them really well, if that makes any sense. It does to me, but and being comfortable with that is really important for me, because otherwise I just wouldn't be able to paint them. He is missing, I do need to give him some. I don't know whether this is the right guy, you know. I don't know whether this is supposed to be the... I think I might have got this wrong. I'm not sure whether this guy is supposed to be the Destroyer Sergeant. I don't know whether this guy is supposed to be the Destroyer Sergeant. Let me open my box again and just double check. Because we might have to swap. It's that one, isn't it? That's the Destroyer Sergeant. Because he's got the mask. That's the Destroyer Sergeant. Shit, bollocks, wank. And therefore I need to do his new shoulder pad. Right, okay. In that case then we've got to try and remove... That's the Destroyer Sergeant, because he's got the mask on. And he's got the bombs. So yeah, I've made a mistake. Okay, right. Let's dust that shin pad. And then see if we can remove. We should be able to. It's not been on for long. Should easily be removable. Wet it again. See if we can float it off. Yeah, this is just. I'm pretty sure this is just a. Oh, it's not going to come off. Come on. Hey, Perps.
Christopher, potatoes picks before my next meeting, pretty please.
Yes, I've just got to. I've found out that I've made a mistake on the Destroyer Sergeant, so I've just got to try and get this off ASAP. So as soon as I've got it off, yes. How are the potatoes doing? Come on. Come on. Just got to Just got to refloat it. They're sleeping. Oh! Come on. This is doable. I've done it before. I don't know why it's... And then we're going to have to repaint his shoulder pad as well, because his shoulder pad's black. I wonder whether I could snap it off. No, I can't, can I? Don't do this. Oh, it's dry. It's properly dried on there. We might have to... Yeah, it's properly dry. Wow. Okay. I'll just paint over it. So normally you can just kind of soak it, wet it, and then refloat it and pull it off. But I think it's been sat for too long and I can't reactivate it. It's not letting me reactivate. Well, what we'll do instead, rather than kind of repainting and doing other stuff, we'll just kind of paint over the top. We'll leave the X1X there. We'll paint over this top. Or like really... No, we'll just paint over the top. Leave the X1X there. And then this one, obviously, now that this now needs the destroyer one put on that shin pad there, because this is the one with the mask. This is the masked one that I did for the destroyer squad, and he's got the grenades look on his thing. So I need to cut out another destroyer one to put on there. So let's do that now, and then we can go and see. We'll keep an eye on the post and see if the post gets delivered. Right. Okay. So made a mistake. Let's correct it. Right. Okay. Wow. You only get 10 destroyer. You only get 10 destroyer things. That's really annoying. Okay, so I've really got to try and get this off then, because I need come on, this really should, if I hold it that way maybe, put loads of water on it. God damn it. Oh, I'm annoyed with myself now. I hate it when I'm annoyed with myself. Right. So there is another destroyer symbol. So the sergeant in the assault squad will just have to have a larger destroyer symbol. That's fine. It's annoying though. Never mind. It's all good. Right, put that on there. So now we'll have to do this guy. So this guy needs a white shoulder pad because he's a destroyer sergeant. He thinks we'll just paint it over at worst. Oh yeah, I'll just paint over it. I was just really trying to. I was trying to save it. I was trying to save it and get it off, so that I could just put it on his shin. Because you only get 5 per transfer sheet, and I've got 2 squads. I've got a normal squad and then I've got an assault squad with jump packs on. So I've got 2 sheets, so you get 10 of them. So now, because I made a mistake on that one, I've only got 4. I've only got 4 left. So I will have to use like just a regular one without the X1X. I'll have to use that one for the sergeant of the second squad, which is fine. Like I say, I'll just paint over that top bit and leave the X1X at the bottom. But this guy is the one who will have the destroyer, because this is a destroyer sergeant, of course, because he's got the fucking mask on. And then he's got that one on that leg as well. So this guy's absolutely strewn with transfers. There we go. There we go. Right, so before we go make a cup of tea, I'm just going to give all these another coat of give these all another coat. Even this one, so that can be nicely disappeared when I paint over it. That one there, that one there, that one there, and then this one here. That one there. And then this one here. And with that, we'll go and make a cup of tea. Perfect. Oops, shifted that. Gonna refloat it. That's what happens when you try and adjust it when it's got Microsol on it. It goes all soft. go. Right. Try and remove that water again. Put some microsol on it. There we go. Right, we'll leave that. Okay. Oh, bollocks. For fuck's sake, everything is going wrong today. Oh my god! Right, I need a break. I need a break. This is pissing me off. Right, okay, so that's there. That's his fucking Volkite, which is snapped off. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. Oh my god!
You can't be wrong with potatoes, and my next meeting is approaching rapidly, Tom.
Yes, I've got the transfers done. Let's go have a look at potatoes. Right. Okay. Right, okay. Oh, Jesus, everything's going wrong. Everything's going wrong. Potatoes, come on potatoes, cheer me up. What? Where are they? Where are they? Are they hiding in the tree? Tato had fun with the Christmas tree. They're sleeping now that we've done the mischief. Oh, pigs above. Ah. Aww. Fluff ball. Oh my word. He's going really kind of grey tabby, isn't he? Silver tabby, look at that. Oh, that's so cool! Wow. Wow. Right, I'm going to go quickly make a cup of tea. Have a break. Because, like, oh my god. I will be definitely be right back. Seems to hurt his paw. Think I'll book an appointment with a vet. Oh no. See if you can spot anything. But yeah, right. I'm gonna quickly go make a cup of tea. He doesn't limp. He runs normally, but he tends to keep his paw up. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Right. Catch you in a sec. Okay. Right. Right, so that's sorting that out. This now needs to be painted grey, so we need to paint over that one so that it's grey. And I was going to do white shoulder pads on all the sergeants anyway, so that's fine. That just means I've repainted one of the sergeants, which I hadn't done. So that's fine. We do, however, need to glue that hand back on. Perhaps, are you back or are you still in your meeting? Right, so we're going to Do you have a quick advice about painting a banner to look like cloth? Painting a banner to look like cloth. It's about the texture that you are putting in to the paint marks. So if you actually actively want it to look like cloth, then you've got to either do lots of micro marks. I haven't got any examples, but you've got to put like that, lots of micro marks, or hash lines, like we were talking yesterday about doing hash lines like that. Look there, so you can see those hash lines when you're highlighting. So when you highlight, you can either do hash lines like that to give a bit of texture, or you can build it up in dots. And unfortunately, it takes a while. So yeah, if you want things to look like cloth, that's the way to do it. That way, if you want it to look like cloth, then you don't want to do it like that. The like cloth, it's about the highlight style. So the highlight style for cloth is the highlights are softer. So whereas metal or armor or painted metal, like chainsaw coverings and casings and things, those have got like sharp edge highlights and everything. If you're using cloth, if you're painting cloth, then you can do softer transitions across. So you can do softer transitions across like the shadows and everything. That's where glazing comes in for the cloth stuff. So it's either do it with texture, or if you don't want to do that, then you can do it with how soft the highlights are. But even if you're doing it with texture, you kind of try and keep it nice and soft as well. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't know whether you might have to go back a fair bit, but if you do go back and you can find me painting Glorfindel's cloak, that's a textured cloth cloak. Yeah, it's not reflective. It's like if you look at cloth has got a much softer transition between light and dark. And that's one of the kind of the arts to painting, being able to show the difference in finishes. That makes sense. You're welcome. So yeah, that's how I do it. It's really fun on a banner as well because you've got lots more space to kind of play around with. It's kind of like how I've been explaining painting these models in particular is it's a very expressive style. Like it's very freeing, and you can just kind of like dot and scatter and make little marks and everything. So if you're doing like a big banner, it's like that. Like you can just kind of like scatter and be really free with your paintbrush, rather than having to be really precise when you're painting some styles. So this is a a nice little kind of brain relaxation project. If I remember right, in Law, some banners, Mechanicus ones, were made from thin wire. It would be interesting to see that in a model. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool to see, wouldn't it? See that little crease there? That's from the transfer underneath it. Okay. Alright, so we got that on. We'll do a quick glaze on that, and then we need to get a transfer ready for that as well. We got loads. We got loads of the black ones, so I'm not worried about the black ones running out of the black ones. I don't have as many white ones. So, I'm going to try and do is very, very carefully look. Slice. Slice that crease off. It'll get covered up with the transfer anyway. There we go. We'll just glaze that again in a second once that's all dry, and then we'll put this transfer on. So we'll get that on the wet palette ready. we go. Right, okay, so once this is all dry, we're going to put some microsol on. We're going to put some microsol on and get that transfer on it. There we go. Right, so we've sorted that out at least. There we go. And then now Okay. Save that one. go. Looking pretty cool. Awesome. Okay. So that one, I don't know whether that one needs to be metal or not. Could be metal, couldn't it? We could make it a rusty metal. Right, I'm going to go make some dinner, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming and hanging out and chit-chattering for a little bit this morning, or earlier. So I've just got to, once that one has dried properly, I've just got to kind of paint over that logo. We've put the logo back on that one, so he's correct now. He's got two logos on both things, and I've actually started to put loads of kind of scorching on him already, so he's quite cool. Yeah, so I'll probably be live on the other channel like much later tonight. Painting no offence. What's no offence? What? Yeah, it's been quite cool. Never seen First Blood. I haven't seen it for fucking years, Target, so it's going to be cool. Yeah, so Rambo, if anybody is wondering, it's Rambo tonight for movie night, so into the Discord in the movie night channel. So yeah, we go. Yeah, Target. Hopefully see you there, dude. It's going to be good. Looking forward to it. I haven't seen it for years, mate. I haven't seen it for absolutely years. So it's definitely going to be fun. We're gonna have to get the Vigilator sorted out at some point because we need to do his cloak. So we need to get his cloak sorted out. And I also need to fill that horrible gash because I can't get in there to clean it up. So it just needs to be kind of filled with paint, which I know is shit. But it's just what needs to be done. Got some spag bowl tonight. Spag bowl. Right, catch you all in a second. I don't know whether anybody's on to raid. Oh, Goldilocks is on. There we go. There's the raid. See you later, everybody. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed watching me get these even closer to being finished. It's going to be awesome. Might see you later. Might see you later.